If you didn't know, the Couch to Active 8-week experience is available in 3 unique formats. Get our online course for $99 that's independently done by you. Or do one-on-one coaching with me, which is your full VIP program to make sure you're getting it right. And brand new, the Pen Pal experience. Unique, fully pen and paper through the snail mail, you will complete the Couch to Active program. Choose the experience that will help you smile. Hello, friends. We are going to geek out today. Okay. This is going to be fun. We're talking about oxygen saturation levels and your energy. Yes. So we've been hearing a lot about COVID and the lungs and oxygen levels. And in fact, just recently when Trump got COVID, the news was reporting on his oxygen saturation levels. And I thought I'd talk a little bit about what that is and why you should even care. And the bent on this one I'm going to do is we're going to geek out a little bit, but I'm actually going to show you how this can be kind of fun with yourself and other people in your house, and even teenagers and kids in your house or elderly. Well, let's just go there. Okay. So your oxygen saturation levels is essentially the level of oxygen that you have in your body. And there is a blood test that you can do, a more, real test to really figure out what's really going on. But we have this handy dandy little tool called a pulse oximeter, or some people call it pulse ox. And if you want to Google it, it's pulse, P-U-L-S-E, oximeter. It's like oximeter, O-X-I-M-E-T-E-R, oximeter, pulse ox. And it's that thing when you go to the doctors and they take your blood pressure and your temperature, and then they stick your finger in this little thingy, and that does your heart rate and your oxygen levels. And it's completely non-invasive. It just uses infrared light, and it does an estimated measurement on the amount of oxygen in your blood. So it's not perfect, but because it's so easy and so non-invasive, people use it and all the time. And the reason I'm talking about it now is because if you did not know, you can actually purchase a pulse oximeter tool, one of those little finger clamper things, finger clamper things, for like $30, $25, $30 online, or even go to your local drugstore and they probably have pulse oximeters. You can measure it for yourself at home to get regular readings. Most people don't have any real reason they need this, but here's how it can be fun and interesting. Okay. First of all, a pulse oximeter, what it does is it estimates the amount of oxygen in your blood by taking a little infrared light, and it shoots it through your finger. Non-invasively, right? This is just infrared light into your capillaries or of your finger, your toe, or even your earlobe. But I've never tried it on my earlobe. Maybe I could. And then it measures how much light is reflected off the gases in your finger, which is really pretty fascinating. And that's how it knows, how much oxygen saturation you have. Now, there's a couple things that can skew the test in a hurry. One is a dark color of nail polish. So if you're getting low readings, take a look at those fingernails, ladies or gentlemen, I don't care. Get that nail polish off and do another reading. Another thing that can skew it in a hurry is if you're really cold, and if your fingers are really cold, which could mean there's not as much blood going through, which could give you an off reading also. So these are all, of course, just average things to look at. Okay. Normal oxygen level, 95 to 100%. If you have a chronic lung disease, and you do, if you do, you could have a normal reading as low as 90%, maybe even 88. But for the most part, 95 to 100 is considered a normal. 95 to 100% is considered a normal reading for a pulse oximeter used at home. If it's below that, you probably should give your doctor a quick call. Here's where the fun comes in. I own a pulse oximeter because I've got a couple lung issues, or not a couple lung issues, feels like a couple, but I've got some limited lung capacity. And there's been times when I just use it because my my oxygen would drop. And so because I had it around the house, I just started using it and pulled it out and started using it more now with COVID, because we've been talking all about, lung function. It was just top of mind. And I realized that there's times when I'm sitting either at my desk for a long time, or I'm sitting in the couch and I stick my finger in the pulse oximeter and I'm feeling really tired. I'm feeling really lethargic. And my oxygen level is sitting at the low end of normal. It's sitting at, around 95. And then I've been playing with, well, what happens if I get up and walk around for a few minutes? Bam! My blood oxygen level goes right up to 100. And then if I sit for a long time, do it, blood oxygen level goes down. Stand up, walk around, boom, blood oxygen goes up again. Now, here's where I geek out on this stuff, and I think it's so fascinating and so interesting. Our human bodies are amazing, is I think, oh my gosh, I now have this very concrete tool of a pulse oximeter teaching me and showing me that my blood oxygen level is in direct relation to the energy I have in any given moment. And so if I'm feeling tired or lethargic, or I'm feeling like, oh, I just need to take a nap instead of exercise today. Oh, I just need to lay down rather than doing some work around the house. If I take that pulse oximeter, my blood oxygen level is low, or low on the low end, then I can say to myself, okay, Lynn, walk around, get your blood oxygen level up a little bit, and then see how you're feeling. See if you still want to take a nap. And if I walk around a little bit and my blood oxygen level goes up to 100, all of a sudden, like literally all of a sudden, or within just a few minutes, I've got more energy. I'm ready to give it a try. I don't feel like I have to take a nap right now. It's like, oh my gosh. And so that's why I wanted to share this with you all, is because that oxygen in our body, just like we talked a few weeks ago about warming up, part of warming up before exercise is getting the oxygen in your body, and getting the oxygen in your body actually makes the exercise easier mentally and physically. These are real things. These are really real things that are impacting our body on a biological, chemical level that we can have some influence and control over. And that's where I get excited, and that's where I feel empowered to feel like I have one more little tiny tool that I can use to help manage my energy throughout the day. And God knows, I need all the tools I can to manage my energy throughout the day. I need all of them. So that's what it is. So you can go, if you want to do this for fun, get yourself a pulse oximeter. They're pretty cheap. Don't get snickered into buying a crazy expensive one, because they're all essentially the same. This technology has been around a long time. And start playing with it. Oh, and I promise you I was going to talk about family or kids. I've been doing this on my teenager too, and he's starting to learn that when he feels lethargic and he doesn't want to go anywhere, I stick his finger in the pulse oximeter, and he's a sciencey minded kid. So he's fascinated, what's my pulse ox when I'm sleeping, Mom? What's my heart rate when I'm asleep? What's my, and he's beginning to learn and see how oxygen levels really do impact energy. So it's been a fun thing in our house. And I'm actually looking at it right now. It's sitting on my desk. Sometimes it's in my bedroom. Sometimes it's by the TV. It just kind of floats around the house, and it's a little thing, and it uses one of those. Actually, this one. Oh, pro tip. Find one that uses a AAA battery and not one of those weirdo like quarter size batteries. Then when the battery dies, it'll be way easier. Usually, for me anyway, it's easier to replace AAA batteries than quarter size ones. So there you go. There's your pro tip today. Oxygen sat levels, they impact our energy in a big, big way. Let me know if you try it. I want to hear. All of this is just theory and hypothesis, but very, very real to my life. So I want to hear if it's real to your life also. Alrighty, bye-bye now. If you haven't been exercising consistently but always wanted to, the Couch to Active 8-week experience is a great opportunity to make you succeed. Head over to couchtoactive.com and sign up for the online course, Coaching with Lynn, or the brand new pen and paper Pen Pal experience today at couchtoactive.com.